Hello, welcome to ECJ Square T channel. Vanakkam, Namaskar, Swagatam. So today we are going to see about SDN, that is Software Defined Network, in this video. So the aim of SDN is to provide open interfaces that enable the development of software that can control the connectivity provided by a set of network resources and the flow of network traffic through them. So along with possible inspection and modification of traffic that may be performed in the network. So these primitive functions may be abstracted into arbitrary network services, so some of which may not be represented apparently. So this is so this video is about software defined network. So software defined network provide open interfaces that enable the development of software that can control the connectivity provided by a set of network resources. Okay, so this is the basic SDN components. So this figure introduces the basic SDN components with terminology similar to that from the original ONF white paper. Okay, software networking. So the new norm for networks. So the initial view comprised infrastructure, control, and application layers, which are designed in this architecture, documented as data plane, controller plane, and application plane. So these are these application plane, controller plane, data plane. Okay. So the infrastructure layer comprises network elements which expose their capabilities through the control layer via interfaces southbound from the application layer and communicate their network requirements toward the controller plane via northbound interfaces. So here we have southbound interfaces and northbound interfaces. So this control panel communicates with this application plane using this northbound interfaces, that is NBI, northbound interfaces. And this data plane will communicate with the controller plane using this southbound interfaces. Okay, so we have a SDN controller, we have data plane and application, and during using this bond interfaces, that is northbound and southbound, these communicate internally. So the concept of a data plane in the context of the SDN architecture includes traffic forwarding and processing functions. So this data plane takes about these network elements are present. So here we will be having forwarding elements. Okay, it takes the data from one network and it forwards it to the another network. Okay, so this view requires further development and precision if it is to be provided a rigorous technical SDN architecture. So this architecture that can inform technically versed network architecture inside and outside of ONF. So this architecture document therefore defines functions, interfaces, and components. Okay, so this is the main SDN component. So what are the components present in SDN? That is application plane, control plane, data plane. So this data plane can communicate with this controller plane using southbound interface, that is SDN southbound interfaces. And this controller plane communicates with this application plane using application controller plane interface. So these are the interfaces which are used by this SDN in order to communicate intercommunication. Okay. So what are the components present in SDN? That is application plane, controller plane, and data plane. Okay. So now we will see another structure. So this is the this figure adopts a revised terminology and adds the management function, which is often omitted from the simplified SDN representation. So this one is the simplified SDN represents. So in this block diagram, you can view the components clearly regarding SDN. No, so now this is the updated one. So we also have a management block. Okay. So this management block helps to become SDN smarter. So this figure adopts the revised terminology and adds the management function, which is often omitted from the simplified SDN representation. Although many traditional management functions may be bypassed by the direct application controller plane interface, a certain management functions are still essential. See, we have SDN controller in order to do a lot of operation. Still, we need to have a traditional management function in order to take the essential functions to be maintained. So why actually we are going for SDN? Why we are going for software defined networks? See, there are some loopholes in the traditional design, that is traditional network, because in the traditional network there is a lack of controller unit. So if the data packet routing is happening and if any switches, so in traditional networks they will be using switches, L3 level 3 switches. If any one of the switch collapses, or if any one of switch is not working, then the data can't be routed in another path because there is no control management present. So that's why we are going for software defined network. So where their data path, where the data defining path or data forwarding path uh, can be selected dynamically. Okay, so that's why we are going for SDN. So now we have management function unit separately, because in order to accomplish the essential functions, even though this SDN controller is present in the SDN architecture. Okay, so this management, so with the management function, this is the block diagram. Okay, so with that in the mind, we will continue. Although many traditional management functions may be bypassed by the direct application controller plane interface, certain management functions are still essential. So in the data plane, management is at least required for initially setting up the network elements. So assigning the SDN controlled parts and configuring their SDN controller. So in the controller plane, management needs to configure the policies defining the scope of control given to the SDN application and to monitor the performance of the system. So in the application plane, so these are all but data plane. So what actually happens in the data plane? Even though the data plane is present, that is given with the management, so that some initializing setup of network can be done using this management. So this management needs to configure the policies defining the scope of control given to the SDN application and to monitor the performance of the system. So this is the main uh, things which will be doing by the data plane, that is configuring all those things. Okay, so in the application plane, management typically configures the association that allows distributed functions to safely intercommunicate. So now this control this application plane, what it does, so for the application plane, the management functions, so this management block, what it does, it typically configures the, actually what it does, it needs to configure the policies defined, right? So for the data plane, actually this management, it does the initial configuration like setting the network and all. So in the control plane, what this management does means, this management needs to configure the policies defining the scope of control given to the SDN application and to monitor the performance of the system. So this is the controller plane will do. So what does this the controller plane will do? So this management, what it does for controller plane means, it configures the policies defining the scope of control given to the SDN application and to monitor the performance of the system. This is about controller plane. So in the data plane, it will be doing initially setting up the network elements. And for this controller plane, this management configures the policies defining the scope of control given to this SDN application. So these are these two planes management function. So what does this application plane. In the application plane, this management configures the security associations that allow distributed functions to safely intercommunicate. So for this application plane, this management, what it does, it gives the security associations. Okay. So for this data plane, this management block gives configuring and setting up guide kind of thing it will be provided. And for this controller plane, what it does, configure their SDN controller. So this management, what it does, it does configure the SDN controller. Okay. So for proper policies defining the scope and all those things, this management will take care for this controller plane. For the application plane, this management gives us security policies. Okay. So this figure SDN architecture will is this with the management block. So this is this one which we have seen before. This one is the basic SDN architecture. Here we will be seeing SDN components, and this is the architecture of SDN with the management block combined. So it shows distant application controller and data planes with control plane interfaces designated as reference points between the SDN controller and the application plane. So between the SDN controller and the data plane, the information exchanged across this interfaces should be modeled as an instance of a protocol neutral information model. So while consumer systems have historically interfaced the network indirectly by way of the provider's business or operations support systems, so customer application may have dynamic and granular control of network resources through direct access to an SDN controller. So recognizing the likelihood of a business boundary between provider and customer, it is therefore essential that the architecture recognize a business or organizational boundary between the SDN controller plane and the applications that use it. So provider and the customer exist in different trust domains. So this architecture uses colors as a sheet. See, if you see this, there are many colors involved. Okay, so each color has their own meaning. So this picture, this architecture, this block diagram, it is like a of a single trusted domain. Okay, and this the next we are going to see, this figure extends the idea to show multiple trusted domains. So you can see it, there are management, even this one application plane is management for application plane is separated. So this OS, so all are separated. So this figure extends the idea to show multiple trusted domains. So each trust domain is understood have its own management functionality. So trust domain may logically extend into components of other trust domain. Okay. So it is important to understand that code that executes in the red and green agent boxes in the control plane would be installed and managed by the blue administered. So this is the meaning of, see, this blue representation is there now. So this is the main thing. So this blue maintains the green and this red. Okay. So it is important to understand this code. So why we are giving this color codes, mean in order to get the things clear. So this red and green agent boxes in the controller plane would be installed and managed by this blue boxes. Okay, that is what this meaning. So this is this figure says about SDN overview with physical and physical data plane. Okay. This also shows agents and coordinators in the SDN controller and the network elements. So the agents support the concept of sharing or visualizing the underlying resources. So for example, which network element ports are SDN controlled, or the details of the virtual that are exposed to the SDN applications while isolating one customer service from another. So in the SDN controller, different agents may expose control over the network at different level of abstractions. So that is what we are going for SDN. as there is a lack of level of abstractions in the current network, we want that control unit to be there. That's why we are going for SDN. So, okay, in the SDN controller, different agents may expose control over the network at different levels of abstractions. Okay, so it is the SDN control logic task to map and attribute between the network requirements from all the SDN application and translate them into instructions for the network element. So this NE resources are network element. So this NE represents this network element resources. Okay. So the coordinators in both the network element and the SDN controller install customer specific resources and policies received from the management. So here in the management, we will have our own policies according to the applications. Okay. So according to that policies which are present in this management, this whole unit will be controlled. Okay. So multiple agents may exist at the same time in any one network element and SDN controller. But there is only one logical management interface and therefore only one coordinator per network element or SDN controller. Okay. So the meaning and implications of the SDN principles in further departure. So further depth we will see. Okay. So the ONF SDN architecture. Okay, so what is this ONF means? So ONF is nothing but Open Network Foundation. So it is the foundation which have authorized this SDN architecture. So they call this SDN architecture as ONF SDN architecture. Okay, so these are all the with multiple trusted domains we have represent this. So the next picture we will be having SDN architecture. So whenever wherever it is asked SDN architecture, we need to represent this one. Okay. So this shows the major components and interfaces of the SDN architecture. So the architecture makes no statement about the physical realization of the components. So this is what we will see one component by one component. Okay. So first we will see data plane. So the data plane comprises a set of one or more network elements, each of which contains a set of traffic forwarding or traffic processing resources. So resources are always abstractions of underlying physical capabilities or entities. So this is about the data plane. So what actually a data plane comprises? So it comprises a set of one or more network elements. So in the data plane, we'll be having network elements. So this forwards the data packet. Okay. So the resources are always abstractions of underlying physical capabilities or entities. So this is about a data plane. Next, we'll see about control plane. So the controller plane comprises a set of SDN controllers, each of which has exclusive control over a set of resources exposed by one or more network elements in the data plane. Okay, so this controller plane, it's a span of control. Okay, so additional interfaces to SDN controllers are not pre-included. So here we are not included those additional interfaces to SDN. Okay, so the minimal functionality of the SDN controller is to faithfully execute the request of the application it supports while isolating each application from all others. So to perform this function, an SDN controller may communicate with pure SDN controllers, subordinate SDN controllers, or non-SDN environments are also necessary. So a common but non-essential function of an SDN control is to act as the control element in a feedback loop, responding to network events to recover from the failures. So re-optimize the resource allocations, and we need to and it need to act dynamically in any network events failure. Okay, so this is about control plane. Next we'll see about application plane. So this is the application plane. So the application plane comprises one or more applications, each of which has exclusive control of a set of resources exposed by one or more SDN controllers. So additional interfaces to applications are not pre-linked. Okay, So an application may invoke or collaborate with other applications. So an application may act as an SDN control in its own right. So next we'll see about management. So each application, SDN controller and network element as a functional interface to a management. So the minimum functionality of the manager is to allocate resources from a resource pool in the lower plane to a particular client entity in the higher plane, and to establish a reachability information that permits the lower and higher plane entities to mutually communicate. So this management we have was seen before itself. It boosts the application plane, control plane, data plane, and it does all the operations which are required only once. So the starting initial configuration kind of thing, those will be maintained by this management unit. So additional management functionality can be, we will be having like SDN controller or network element have exclusive control over any of given sources. All those things will be taken care by this management unit. So administration. So each entity in a north-south progression through the planes may belong to a different administrative domain. So the manager is understood to reside in the same administrative domain as the entity itself manages. So this is about briefly about SDN architecture. So in the next video, we will see about more regarding software defined networks. Thank you.